Hello friends, welcome to fluid mechanics classes. In the last class we discussed about the derivation of orifice meter, the expression of orifice meter and the expression of venturi meter. They are the same, there is no change. Okay, so in the problem, if the solving of problem and venturi meter and orifice meter, the steps are same, there is no change. Okay, let's take one example on orifice meter. An orifice meter with orifice diameter 8 centimeter. Okay, this is 8 centimeter. Okay, is inserted in a pipe of 25 centimeter diameter. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? We have a pipe of 25 centimeter diameter. In that pipe we have installed orifice meter, okay, with a orifice diameter of 8 centimeter. Okay, 8 centimeter. The pressure gauges fitted upstream and downstream of the orifice meter gives readings of 19.62 Newton per centimeter square and 9.81 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, so he has given the pressure readings P1 and P2. Okay, so very important, whenever you are solving problem on flow meters, you should carefully observe the units. Okay, here he has given Newton per centimeter square. Okay, it means this is nothing but P1 and P2. Suppose if he gives in terms of head of water, then that is nothing but P1 by P by rho g. Okay, unit of P by rho g, that is pressure head, is in terms of meter of water head. Okay, and if he just gives the unit as Newton per centimeter square or Newton per meter square, okay, it is nothing but only the pressure. That is very important, you have to remember. Okay, so next, the coefficient of discharge for the meter is given as 0.65. okay, so as I told you, the losses in case of orifice meter are more, so the coefficient of discharge, okay, so will be less. Okay, coefficient of discharge will be less. What is the coefficient of discharge? Coefficient of discharge is nothing but, okay, q actual discharge divided by theoretical discharge. Okay, so what is the theoretical discharge? Theoretical discharge is nothing but, okay, a1 a0 square root of 2gh divided by square root of a1 square minus a2 square. Okay, to this if you multiply quotient of discharge, okay, we will get the actual discharge. Okay, if the CD value is more, then our if CD value is more, then our actual and theoretical will be almost equal. Okay, in case of orifice, the CD value is less because of more losses. So the range CD value is, we take it around 0.65 for orifice plate. If nothing is given, you assume it as 0.65. Okay, whereas for venturimeter it is around 0.98. Okay, okay, let's see the problem what is given. Okay, so it is a problem on orifice meter. Okay, and he has given us d0 orifice plate. Okay, 8 centimeter diameter, and we will find the area. Area is nothing but 5.0265 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square, and he has given us the diameter of the pipe 25 centimeter, 0.25 meter, and the area of the pipe will get it as 0.04491 meter square. Okay, and he has given us the pressure as 19.62 into 62 Newton per centimeter square. This Newton per centimeter square you convert into Newton per meter square. I'll just write once again. Already we have discussed about this in previous classes. 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Okay, 100 square centimeter is equal to 1 meter square. Okay, so now 19.62 Newton per centimeter square is equal to, okay, so you just cross multiply, you will get this 19.62 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. And similarly P2 is given as 9.81 Newton per centimeter square, and convert this centimeter square into meter square, it becomes a 9.81 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square, and CD value is given as 0.65. okay, so this is the expression for the discharge through orifice plate. Okay, now CD is given. Okay, area of the pipe is given, area of means diameter will be given, you can find the area, and diameter of orifice plate is given, we can find A0. Okay, G you already know, only unknown here is H. Okay, so if you find H and substitute here, we will get the answer. Okay, so now what is H? H is nothing but difference of pressure head, that is P1 by rho G minus P2 by rho G. Okay, so here difference of pressure head, but in the problem he has given us P1 and P2. So this is very important, this is where you people will make mistake. Okay, you don't concentrate on the units and directly you will substitute, and though you know the concept, but your answer will be wrong. Okay, even if it takes few seconds extra, okay, you read the problem word by word, understand, okay, write all the given data, okay, then you will not go wrong. Okay, so H is nothing but difference of pressure head. So they have given us P1 P2, we have to convert this pressure into pressure head. Okay, this P1 we have to divide by rho G. Okay, since we are using water, okay, that is one more thing. Okay, so in this problem he has given it as water. Okay, so if nothing is given, you assume it as water. Okay, if anything is given, they will specify the specific gravity, accordingly you can substitute value of density. Okay, so you will get 20 meter of water, okay, head, and here 10 meter of water, so difference will get it as 10 meter of water. Okay, so substitute everything, it is CD, this is A1, this is A0, 2 into G 9.81 into H we have got it as 10 meter of water head divided by square root of A1 square minus A0 square. We will substitute, simplify. Okay, so one more thing what I have observed in students is, okay, so to save time they substitute all the values at a time in a calculator. Okay, if you are comfortable with the using the calculator, okay, then no problem, but in the examination when you are under pressure, under tension, even if you miss one symbol like bracket or some multiplication, division, okay, even if you make slight mistake, your whole answer will go wrong. Okay, so what I suggest is, okay, you simplify this step by step. You first take the numerator, then write it. You first next take the denominator and simplify, then write it, find the ratio of that. Okay, so though you may spend few seconds extra, then you will not go wrong. Okay, so finally the expression for discharge is 0.0460 meter cube per second. You can keep either like this or you can write it in liters. If you want to write it in liters, you multiply 1000 to this. Okay, because 1000 liters is equal to 1 meter cube. Okay, so you multiply this, you will get 46 liters per second. So very simple problem on orifice. Okay, if you know the concept, you can easily solve the problems on orifice and venturimeter. They are almost same, except only the CD value will change. Okay, so now let's take up examples on venturimeter. Okay, a horizontal venturimeter with inlet diameter 25 centimeter, okay, and throat diameter 15 centimeter. Okay, this is 25 centimeters D1 and D2 he has given it as throat diameter, is used to measure the flow of water. Okay, here the fluid is water. The pressure at inlet is 18.586 Newton per centimeter square. Look here, look at the unit, it is nothing but P1. Okay, it is pressure, not the pressure head. Okay, since he has given the unit Newton per centimeter, it is pressure, and vacuum pressure at the throat is 31 centimeter of mercury. Okay, this is very important, that's why I chosen this problem to solve. Okay, he has given us 31 centimeter of mercury, means he has given it as he has given us P by rho G. Okay, mercury head. Okay, find the discharge of water through the venturimeter. Take CD value is 0.98. Okay, so here very important, we have to convert this head of mercury into head of water. Okay, if you want to find difference of head, H. Okay, so D1 is 25 centimeter, okay, 0.25 meter. So using that, if you find A1 is 0.0491 meter square, D2 is 15 centimeter, nothing but 0.15 meter, A2 is 0.0177 meter square. Okay, so P1 has given it as 18.586 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, you convert this Newton per centimeter square into Newton per meter square. I have given the conversion. Okay, so P1 will get it as 18.58 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, so now I am converting this P1, okay, pressure into pressure head. To do that, we have to divide it by rho g. Since we are using water, density is equal to 1000, g is 9.81, so the pressure head, okay, we get it as 18.934 meter of water. Okay, so now he has already given us the pressure head, but it is in terms of mercury. Okay, at the throat. Okay, 31 centimeter of mercury. Convert this 31 centimeter into meter, so it is 0.31 meter of Hg. Now how to convert meter of Hg into meter of water head? Okay, so very simple. You need, just for the understanding purpose I have written, otherwise you can remember the final expression. Okay, so rho g h of mercury is equal to rho g h of water, so g get cancels. Okay, rho and h of mercury is equal to rho and h of water. Okay, now we want to convert head of mercury into head of water, so head of water is equal to head density of mercury, okay, into the head of mercury divided by head of water. Now what is this expression? Okay, so density of mercury divided by density of water, it is nothing but specific gravity of mercury. What is for the formula for specific gravity? Specific gravity is nothing but density of any fluid, okay, divided by density of standard fluid. So for liquid, what is the standard fluid we take? For liquid we take standard fluid as water. Okay, so here density of fluid is mercury and divided by density of water. Okay, it is nothing but specific gravity of mercury. Okay, so you substitute specific gravity of mercury, that is 13.6 for mercury into the height of mercury is 0.31. okay, multiply, you will get it as minus 4.216. Why did I keep minus? Very important, I just forgot you to mention that. Here he has given it as vacuum pressure. Okay, so vacuum pressure means actually you will get it as minus 0.31. Pressure is less than atmosphere. Okay, so it is 0.31 meter of Hg. Okay, so that's why we will keep it as minus. If he had said just pressure, then this would have been plus. Since he has mentioned it as vacuum, this is minus. Okay, so now we got P1 by rho g and P2 by rho g in terms of meters of water. The difference of that we will get it as head. Okay, so H is equal to P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g. So P1 by rho g is 18.934 minus, okay, what is P2? P2 is minus 4.216. Minus 4.216 minus get it becomes plus, so you add, you will get it as 23.15 meter of water. So we have found out, we know A1, we know A2. okay, we have found out H, substitute. Okay, so finally the answer will be Q is equal to 0.3974 meter cube per second. Okay, so we will take up one more example. Okay, the last example in this class. Okay, a venturimeter is used for measurement of discharge of water in a horizontal pipeline. So here they are using the venturimeter. Okay, and it is a horizontal pipe. Okay, if the ratio of upstream pipe diameter to the throat diameter is 2:1. Here he has not given the directly the diameter, but he has given the ratio of diameter. He has given us the ratio of diameter. Okay, what he says, I'll just read out once again. If the ratio of upstream pipe diameter to the throat diameter, okay, if I take the pipe diameter as d1 and the throat diameter as d2, okay, if I take d1 pipe diameter, d2 throat diameter, okay, so the ratio of pipe diameter to the throat diameter, d1 by d2, is nothing but 2:1, means 2 by 1. Okay, so d1 is equal to 2d2. If you just multiply, okay, d1 is equal to 2d2. Okay, next, the upstream diameter is 350 mm. Upstream diameter means he has given us one diameter, that is d1. He has given us diameter of the pipe. Okay, So diameter of the pipe is 350 mm. Okay, so since we know d1, we can easily find d2. Okay, the difference of pressure between the throat and upstream is equal to 3.5 meter of head of water. So already has given us h. Okay, he has already given us the h. Okay, and the loss of head through the meter. Okay, loss of head through the meter is 1/9 of the throat velocity head. What is the throat velocity head? Throat velocity head is v2 square, okay, by 2g. Okay, head loss hl, head loss hl is equal to 1/9 of that. Okay, v2 square by 2g into 1/9 of that. Okay, we need to calculate the discharge. So in this problem he has not given us the velocity. Okay, and he has given us the head loss. Okay, we need to find the discharge. This kind of problem was asked in one of the V2 examination. Okay, so d1 d2 already we know. D1 by d2 is 2 by 1. D1 has given 350 mm. Okay, d2 is equal to d1 by 2. D1 by 2 0.35 divided by 2. D2 will get it as 0.175. Means we know d1, and we know d2 now. Okay, so now he has given us the head, that is p1 by rho g minus p2 by rho g is equal to head. Head is already given 3.5 meter of head of water. Okay, so now we cannot directly apply the formula, discharge formula, and get the answer, because in this problem he has mentioned head loss. So we have to include that head loss in the expression. Okay, so the expression that you have got, okay, that is nothing but cd a1 a2 square root of 2gh square root of a1 square minus a2 square. Okay, while deriving this expression for discharge, okay, for Venturi meter, we have not considered head loss. Okay, so without considering the head loss, we have derived it in the ideal case. Okay, but he has given us the head loss, so we cannot use this. We have to derive the formula from the beginning. Okay, and then get the answer. Okay, so now we'll start from the Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so this is the expression for Bernoulli's equation: p1 by rho g plus v1 square by 2g plus z1 is equal to p2 by rho g plus v2 square. So z1 z2 is equal, so it get cancels. Here one more important is I have added the head loss here. Okay, the difference of energy before the Venturi meter and after the Venturi meter, the difference of, there is a pressure head loss, that loss is denoted by HL. Okay, and now we'll can just rearrange the terms. I have written the pressure terms on left hand side, and I have taken this v1 square on the right hand side. So v2 square divided by 2g minus v1 square divided by 2g plus, what is this head loss he has given? He has said it as the loss of head through meter is 1/9 of the throat velocity. What is the throat velocity? Throat velocity head is v2 square by 2g, 1/9 of this. So that's why instead of hl I have written it as 1/9. Okay, v2 square by 2g. Okay, this is the head at the throat. Okay, velocity head at the throat. Okay, so now he has given us the difference of this h, 3.5 meters. Okay, so now I have v2 square term here and I have v2 square term here. Okay, I'll combine both. So what I get, 10 by 9 v2 square by 2g, okay, minus v1 square by 2g. I'll call this as equation number 1. Okay, so now from the because velocity terms are not given, okay, I have to write one in terms of the other and find the velocity, then we can find the discharge. Okay, now from the continuity equation we know a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2. Okay, so v1, that is velocity at the inlet, is equal to a2 by a1. a2 we know, a1 we know because we know the diameters. Okay, and v2 we don't know, we don't know any velocity terms. Okay, we will try and derive it now. Okay, this is the expression we got. Okay, v1 in terms of v2. Okay, so now v1 I can I'm substituting the a2 and a1. So here a2 is nothing but pi by 4 d2 square, a1 is nothing but pi by 4 d1 square. Okay, that's what we have done here. Pi by 4 d2 square, pi by 4 d1 square, pi by 4 get cancels. Okay, so v1 is equal to d2 square by d1 square into v2. Okay, so now what is we know that, okay, d1 is equal to d1 by d2 is 2 by 1. Okay, so here we have d1 by d2 is equal to 2 by 1. Okay, now here we have d2 by d1, just interchange this. Okay, so d2 by d1 will get it as 1 by 2. Okay, so v1 is equal to, substitute here, d2 by d1 is equal to 1 by 2. So whole square we will get it as v1 is equal to 1 by 4, because 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 4 v2. Okay, so v2 is equal to 4 v1. So now I have generated, I have built a relation between v1 and v2. Okay, so now substitute this value of v2 in equation 1. Okay, so here I have in RHS we have v2 square minus v1 square. Okay, wherever v2 is there, okay, you substitute v2 is equal to 4v1. Okay, 4v1. Okay, so that's what I have done. So here I have 10 by 9 v2 square by 2g. So wherever v2 is there, I have substituted 4v1. Okay, so 3.5 10 by 9 v2, wherever v2 is there, I have substituted 4v1 by 2g minus v1 square by 2g. So now both are in terms of v1. Okay, so when you simplify this, okay, so we will get 3.5 is equal to 16.77 v1 square by 2g. Okay, so now look here, all the values and only one unknown, v1 square. Okay, so by rearranging the terms, v1 will get it as this, and once you simplify this expression, v1 is equal to 2.02 meters per second. Okay, so you know v1, you know a1, so discharge is equal to a1 v1. Okay, you will get the discharge as 0.1946 meter cube per second. Okay, so why did I choose this problem on venturimeter? Because here we cannot directly use the formula of discharge. Okay, so we have to derive the equation from the beginning, because he has given us the head loss. So whenever some head loss is given in the problem, we cannot directly use the formula. Okay, we have to solve it using the derivation from the Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so this is about venturimeter. Okay, in the next class we'll go with pitot tube. Okay, if you have any doubts, do contact me. Thank you.